LDWMMAC. There's your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, so in this video, I'm titling it, the truth about Aspen Ladd, the real truth. There is a truth behind, Aspen Ladd and what happened and the events that happened under this fight. There's a truth. And it's not going to be the truth that y'all think it is, okay? It's not going to be that kind of truth. But, I will sit and tell you that Aspen Ladd is among these very young fighters that they're ushering in a generation of not ducking fades. They ushering in a generation. From what I know about Aspen Ladd took all the smoke, okay? And, my personal feelings really, honestly, is different from my reaction, okay? My reaction, yes, I was going in a little bit, but I was just like, wow, because I never thought that she would get knocked out. But real talk, Aspen Ladd she's ushering in this new era of people not afraid to fight. Because, think about it. We got too many people. Now we're getting people in women's MMA. We're getting them that they don't want to take fights. Especially in the strawweight division and the flyweight division. We got people that don't want to take the fights. And now you got Brianna Van Buren. And she's not as young as, Aspen Ladd. But you got these fighters now that's looking for smoke. I think Brianna Van Buren is 28, 29. But she's still young enough, to be in that era like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I want smoke. Aspen Ladd was taking all comers. Now, that I do know. Aspen Ladd was taking all comers. I don't know if the term hype job, I don't think I would call her a hype job. Now, there's several people in MMA that I would call hype job, but Aspen Ladd actually been going in there, and whoever they put in front of her, that's who she been beating. She just happened to get in with a world-class fighter. She happened to get in there with a world-class fighter. That's just what it is. Okay? I mean, I don't really fault her for taking the fight. I fault maybe her team. And here's why. Maybe somebody on Aspen's team probably told her that this fight, maybe you're not ready for it. Maybe somebody did. So I can't stand, blame the team 100%. But, there's a such thing as a manager and mentors that you tell the person, listen, this may not be, you're not ready for the fight yet, but you will be ready in time, See, that's where a mentor / manager who they understand logic, they understand progression, they understand waiting your time. And this, to me, is an example of buying your time, I didn't think, and I kept saying that, I really didn't think Aspen Ladd was ready for a fighter the caliber of Jermaine. I just didn't think so. See, and I was trying to explain to y'all, people are judging Jermaine based on, her getting beat up by Amanda Nunes. People still judging Jermaine Durandeme's talent on that. And, it's not the same. And I was telling y'all that taking Jermaine down isn't easy, because once she got beat up by Amanda Nunes, see, y'all don't know this about Jermaine Durandame. Jermaine Durandame practiced, for 4 years straight, okay, on mostly nothing but takedown defense. Now, if you work on something every day for 4 years, what do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna be efficient at takedown defense. It's gonna be something like second nature. And I told y'all that Jermaine Durandame don't have to be the best wrestler. She just gotta understand how to stop the takedown so she can strike. That's it. And Jermaine, she has gotten better. I've seen video of her, recently, of her actually wrestling and getting on the ground and clinching. And see, I've seen that. So, it's not like Jermaine is garbage. She's an elite fighter for a reason. Okay? Jermaine Durandame is an elite fighter, and it's for a reason. She didn't get there by accident. She got there by doing what she's able to do. But I was telling y'all, Jermaine takedown defense is on point. Okay? It's on point, and taking her down is not an easy task. And I think Aspen Ladd probably figured that out, that it wasn't going to be easy to get in on the inside without getting clipped. But I don't really fault Aspen Ladd, because Aspen Ladd is one of those people, she taking smoke from everybody. She don't care. Aspen Ladd want all the smoke. And so I don't want to, really constantly make videos, okay, yeah, we had our reaction, that's it. But now, I really want to talk about, Aspen Ladd, the truth. Aspen wanted this fight, and the weight cut. I got to talk about the weight cut. The weight cut honestly helped Jermaine knock out Aspen. It helped. The weight cut, and people don't want to admit that. I'm not trying to take away from Jermaine's victory. Jermaine won fair and square. She won the fight. But the weight cut was that was an extra hand. That was an extra head kick. The weight cuts are just too brutal for Aspen Ladd at 135 pounds. Aspen is a natural, she's thick. And that thickness ain't going away. I don't care how much weight she try to lose. Her genetic makeup is she a thick girl. It ain't going nowhere. It's just not going to go. And I think for Aspen's career, she's going to have to do one or two things, okay? She's going to have to, in between fights, she's got to keep her weight down. She's got to keep her weight down to at least 145 pounds. At least. She can't go above 145 because the weight cuts are going to begin to get brutal. Aspen Ladd is going to have to go, if she's going to remain a bantamweight, she's going to have to go on like a lifetime program of keeping her weight down in between fights. Like, she can't balloon up to like 160. She can't balloon up to 155 and then think that in 8 weeks your weight cuts they're not going to be smooth. See, in 8 weeks, 10 pounds in 8 weeks, that's a smooth weight cut. You don't have to cut weight the week of. And that's the thing, the weight cut really drained Aspen Ladd. So there was really nothing that she can do. She tried to hydrate. She tried to get the right nutrients in her body. But, when I see weight cuts like that severe, it only takes one shot. It takes one. Because you're already weakened. First of all, your immune system is definitely weakened with a weight cut like that because your body, is not getting the proper nutrients in when it wants it. And so your body begins to tax the other features of your body. It begins to tax everything so you can get nutrients. And then when your body starts breaking down muscle mass, just breaking it down, okay, because you don't have any water in your body because you can't drink water because you won't make weight. See, the body begins to take away from the muscles because the muscles, they carry water. And then when the body drains all the water out of your muscles, guess where it goes then? To hydrate you, your body will begin to go to your organs. And that's when the weight cuts get dangerous, when your body begins to take water out of your own organs to help hydrate your own body. But see, these are things that people don't get. And Aspen Ladd could have been hospitalized. And guys, this is nothing. It's nothing to play with. Like, this woman could have lost her life in this. She could have, and she did it for the entertainment of the fans. Okay, but I just think that maybe as a team they may want to really start thinking about moving up. Or the second option is to keep her weight down to 145 and under during off season. She's gonna have to, because she's not gonna be able to maintain or get the weight down in time. It's just not gonna happen. And then practice a healthy lifestyle, like practice. And I know sometimes, it's hard. But, also when you sign up for the life of a fighter, making weight, that's part of it. I mean, you have to make weight. You can't not make weight or you don't get paid. You don't make your full purse. You got to give 20% of your purse up to your opponent. But I can appreciate a fighter like Aspen Ladd, and I don't see why people wouldn't like her. I mean, Aspen Ladd didn't ask for the opportunities. They were given to her, so she took them, like anybody would. Okay, now, did I feel like Dana White was really, really putting he was investing in Aspen Ladd? I thought he was. To me, I always think it was too much too soon. See, with Brianna Van Buren, her situation is different. It's much different because she's at a place where, she stopped fighting for a while, and then she, stayed out of fighting for 4 years. So Brianna Van Buren, they just don't have time. And I'll even go here, and some of y'all won't believe I'm saying this. But, even Kayla Harrison, I think she's 28. They honestly, and I'm starting to see, they really don't have the time. Kayla Harrison got maybe a year or two, and then they really got to push her to the top. But Aspen Ladd got time. See, when a fighter's 24 and 21, man, it's not. You shouldn't take them and just push them all the way. Build them up. You get so much more out of these fighters when they're built up and they go down the proper channels. I mean, I would have had Aspen Ladd matching up against a few different people. And she was going to fight, I'm trying to think too. No, that wasn't Aspen Ladd. I would have had Aspen Ladd. I don't know. See, I would have to go down that bantamweight division. I would have had Aspen Ladd and Macy Chazon. I mean, that's a good matchup for Aspen Ladd to really start building herself. There are people in the bantamweight division that she can match up against. And there are a lot of unranked opponents. And I know Aspen Ladd was thinking title shot. But could you guys, look, what do y'all think would have happened if that would have been Nunes? And if Herb Dean would have let that continue, man, that girl would have got hurt. And y'all know that girl would have got hurt. Okay? Real talk. Because, see, number one, I wouldn't have worried so much about her if the weight cut wasn't so nasty. If the weight cut was legit and Aspen Ladd lost the weight and she, I wouldn't have thought much about it because, she would have had enough hydration in her body to protect her brain and so on. So I would have been okay. But, the weight cut was so dangerous and it was so brutal. Aspen Ladd could have got hurt, man. And honestly, y'all, she could have died in that octagon. Like, she could have died. Herb Dean was smart, man. He was real smart, and he saw, because, Herb Dean not stupid. He saw the weight cut. He saw how hard it was for the girl to make weight, man. And you can kind of tell that when the fight started, Herb Dean was all over it, man. He was right there. Then when he saw Aspen Ladd get hit with a jab the first time, Herb Dean got close. I mean, and I gotta really give Herb a shout out, man. He's a smart referee. He don't get it right all the time. Okay, let's get it right. Herb Dean don't get it right every single time. But I tell you what, he got it right this time. He did. Because he saved Aspen Ladd, man, from really getting hurt. And I know Aspen, the fighter in her, she wants to fight. She want to continue. But I think just this one time, I think Aspen Ladd should smile and say, look, I'm going to fight another day. And I know that's not what she want to hear. And I know that, it don't make the situation any better. But I think that it's good that, she, lives to fight another day. Make some adjustments in her dietary plan. Like, make some adjustments. Make the weight cut, if she wants to stay at bantamweight, make it more comfortable. Okay, but all in all, though, Aspen Ladd's stock didn't go down. And people thinking that her stock ain't go down, y'all. Y'all got to understand. Dana White, he's going to groom this girl to be a star. He's going to groom her. He's going to groom her. I don't care whether we like it or not, unless somebody can continually stop it. He's going to do it. And it's not because of her. It's because of what the UFC want to do. We know the demographic. We know what it is, y'all. So we got to stop acting like we don't know what the UFC demographic is. Okay? We got to just stop acting like we don't know that. But she definitely was not ready for Nunes. And this is my whole synopsis. This is what I was saying. She's not ready. And even if she would have beat Jermaine Durandame, if she'd have beat her, Amanda Nunes, that's a whole nother ball game. I'm not a Nunes fan, y'all. Please, don't get it. I'm going to come on and I will acknowledge a person's skill set. I'll do that. But I'm not finna be a fan. And I don't care when people get upset. When I talk about Amanda, I talk about Amanda when I get good and ready. But for this situation, though, I've got to say, her fighting a person the caliber of Nunes, she'd got hurt. And see, people was really getting behind Aspen when she beat Tanya Evinger. But, some people were getting mad at me. Man, you're just trying to take away from Aspen win. No, I'm not. But that's not Tanya Evinger. Tanya Evinger took damage, man. A lot, and people don't know, man. In that Cyborg fight, Tanya Evinger took some damage. She was hurt. And then, after that, after getting all that damage in the Cyborg fight, Tanya Evinger, what, man? Her knee, she messed her knee up real bad. And, she never recovered. So in the UFC, what it is, they call you, you still injured, you tell them, well, I'm injured. Sometimes they don't want to hear that. And then, too, if you're a fighter and you need a payday, you can't say no. And I don't think people really understand that logistic when it comes to, fights in the UFC. I don't think people get it. Okay? When you need money, when you really need money, you say yeah to them fights and you injured. And some fighters legit, they go up in there and they hurt. They real hurt. And you can tell, man. You can tell some fighters. Like, just look at a fight. Look at a fight. And when somebody take a fight on short notice, sometimes that may be a telltale sign that, they need some money. And I'm not saying, short notice fights are bad. I ain't saying that. But I'm saying, though, when a person really want to fight and they want to get a payday, they take them short notice fights because they out there. Every fighter, man, they put fighters on short notice, man. But see, people like Juliana Pena, they were smart. She kept herself in shape, and she knew that they'd be calling. So that's why Juliana is where she is. That's why she's a professional. Juliana Pena didn't have any problems making weight. She got down to the weight. She was ready to go when they called her. But Aspen Ladd is going to learn, man. Her stock didn't drop in this, guys. Aspen Ladd is not, me personally, I didn't appreciate the news or the commentary calling her hype. I didn't appreciate that because I don't think she hyped. She beat who was in front of her. And I think she'll rebound, and I think she'll get her another quality win. I think she will, But I'm going to ride with Aspen Ladd. I'm going to definitely, put out some good content about her. She's not a bad fighter. She's a good fighter. She was just in there with somebody who just, Jermaine is a whole nother animal, y'all. Jermaine Durandame is a whole nother animal. And we talk about, she ducked Cyborg. I wish I could have saw that fight. That fight would have been a good fight, man. Jermaine Durandame versus Cyborg would have been a hell of a fight. But, Jermaine she didn't want that fight. That's just what it is. That's just what it is, She didn't want the fight. And that's real, And maybe, I don't know what was going on in Jermaine's head. I don't know. But for whatever reason, Jermaine didn't take that fight. But that Jermaine the Random Man Cyborg fight, that fight would definitely be close. Because it'll be a stand-up match, unless Chris take it to the ground. But it is what it is. You guys tell me what you think, man. Aspen Ladd, keep your head up. Things gonna turn around. Okay, you'll get your skill set. But I also thought that Aspen Ladd, her trying to, and I called this out in my pre-fight prediction. I said that, I don't think it'd be wise for Aspen Ladd to try to, stand with Jermaine Durandame for long periods of time. It's not advisable because Jermaine got serious hands, y'all. Jermaine can kick, but her hands are lethal. Like, y'all go back and look at old videos of Jermaine Durandame, man. God, dog. This woman's hands are like, they loaded. They loaded with something. Because when Jermaine Durandame hit you square, she be dropping these fools. But I'm done.